William Hague has said the whole party must not encourage Boris Johnson to return and be an influential figure in the party again. Boris Johnson has little more than a month left in office after being ousted by a mass resignation of his ministers. William Hague, former Conservative leader, has now offered advice to his potential successors, Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak, warning them that Mr. Johnson will be a problem for whoever wins, regardless of whether they have been unwavering in their support or not. Mr. Hague, who led the party from 1997 to 2001, called on those involved to make Mr. Johnson see the truth of what has happened during his time in office. 57 Tory ministers resigned in the run-up to Mr. Johnson's own resignation. He will, however, stay on until September 6 until a new leader is elected, a decision based on conduct rather than policy, according to Mr. Hague, and something he said was unprecedented in modern politics. Prior to this, Mr. Johnson was accused of breaking lockdown rules by attending work gatherings in Downing Street, a debacle which later widely became known as Partygate. This in turn led to a no-confidence vote which Mr. Johnson won 211 votes to 148. Speaking on the Rest is Politics podcast, Mr. Hague said Mr. Johnson has many talents, such as writing and his love of history, which he should turn his attention to instead, rather than attempt to clamber his way back into number 10. Addressing former Downing Street Director of Communications, Alistair Campbell, and former Cabinet Minister Rory Stewart, Mr. Hague said, I was alerting Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak to the fact that this is going to be a problem for whoever wins. Even for Liz Truss, who is loyal to Boris, I was pointing out that there aren't any prime ministers in history who've been enthusiastic about their successor. That's going to be true, particularly of this performance point because the Boris performance, the show is going to have to go on. And that is going to mean writing things and saying things that upset the new Prime Minister.